Okay, cool. Going live. Okay, hello everybody. It seems like we're live on our new channel, new Aurora YouTube channel. I welcome you all here. Thanks for joining our call today. As always, on Fridays, Aurora team has a public call where we are sharing the advances of the project, and we are sharing some new information, some alpha leaks with you. And there are quite a lot of things for us to tell to you as an outcomes of these weeks. As always, we're going to start with the short summary and sharing what are the major things that we were working on this week and that we completed, and you're now able to try it out. And then we will go to the deep discussions and weekly updates from each team member. So the current status. Finally, Robston to Aurora testnet bridge is fully live and fully operational. So now people and users will be able to transact their tokens, their ERC20 tokens from Ethereum to Aurora from Ethereum, from Robston to Aurora testnet. And also not only ERC20s, but also ETH. Right. So last week we were releasing ETH transfers, and obviously they are still there. And now people are able to transact ERC20s. I'm going to start with the testnet bridge. You can check it out. I will give you. So this is the place where you can find our testnet bridge. This is testnet.aurora.dev/bridge. And it is pretty simple. You are able to do a new transfer. Obviously, you need to log in with MetaMask here. In my case, as you can see, I'm using Aurora testnet, but you need to switch to the Robston test network, right? So here it is, and the interface catches it up. So I have ETH. I was doing ETH transfer last week. It was not very successful, but it was just the glitch in the front end. So please you can do it right now. But what is more interesting, I have a faucet token here, and I am able to conduct a token transfer right here, right now in front of you. And as you can see, I need to do actually 2 transactions on Robston in order to do the transfer. First transaction is a proof transaction. As always, it is happening with ERC20s. Because of some strange reason, MetaMask pops up into other window. But just trust me that I'm just clicking approve the transfer, right? So nothing more than that. So I clicked on approve the transfer, and once it is there, once the transaction is committed into the Robston network, there is a next step here to confirm the transfer, which is actually the interaction with the bridge smart contract. I'm clicking confirm, and now MetaMask pops up in this window. Okay, that's an interesting thing. So you can see some details of the transaction. This is as I said, a contract interaction. Proving this transfer, and now once this transaction is there in the Robston network, the transfer will automatically finalize on the near blockchain, and the funds will be transferred to the account on Aurora. So I just would like to wait until the moment when this transaction is picked up by the Robston network. And then it will be just around 10 minutes or even less for Robston to wait until the transfer is going to be finalized on near side. Well, so it's not happening pretty quick. Sometimes the blockchains, okay, it's there. So sometimes blockchains take a little bit more than you expect. Now I'm going to my transfers. You can see here that 1.2 FAO tokens, the transfer is happening right now, is processing. I was testing today with this absolutely the same amount of FAO tokens, and I can show you the MetaMask here. You can see if I will switch to Aurora testnet here, you will be able to see my Aurora testnet account with 1.2 FAO already transferred, and also a little bit of ETH. So after this transfer, you will be able to see here 2.4 FAO. And let's figure it out when it is done, right? So now I'm going to switch back to the updates. And after the updates, we are going to take a look at this this transaction and what is the status of it. Second big update, again, it is not simple for you to see it. However, this is the major thing that our team was working on, is the Math API. And this thing includes the precompiles for Aurora that will speed up the Aurora operations. This update to the protocol is finally and fully merged, and it is now pending for the testnet. So most probably within several days, it's going to be landing on the testnet. In case testing near testnet, in case testing will not reveal any major problems there, then it is going to be proposed to the validators to adapt it on the mainnet. So very cool stuff. Already developers that are testing their solutions on the Aurora testnet, they will be able to see the speed up and the ability to fit in Aurora more transactions. We updated the website to better support the developers, and now it is restructured a little bit. You can see that the menu here is changed, and for example, we now have the section for developers. And the developers section now has the links to the documentation, testnet, bridge, and the different accounts in Telegram. So you can just search it, see more information. The bridge here is only the mainnet bridge, and as you can see, it is now only in the preview mode. So it will take some testing from us on the testnet to deliver this to you. But if you would like to access the testnet bridge, which I was showing to you just a second ago, it is located on the developers testnet bridge. Now, coming back here, the things that are finalizing the transfers automatically, we call it event relayers. And these scripts are now working for both testnet and mainnet, which means that all of the near to Ethereum to near transfers, these transfers are going to be finalized automatically for everyone who is using the bridge itself. For people who are using Aurora bridge, for people who are using Rainbow bridge, these transfers are going to be finalized automatically. And well, I believe the best consequence of this is that people who have on the near side ledger protected wallets now can directly schedule their transfers from Ethereum to near, and everything will be smooth. And the most important thing is that as soon as you signed transactions on the Ethereum side, as I just did for the Aurora testnet bridge, you can go away and make some coffee, and the transfer is going to finalize automatically. It's a super cool feature. I hope you will like it. And last but not least, some of you may know these are already pretty deep technical details, but on Ropsten, specific EIP 1559 was landed. And we adopted it. We needed to adopt it because otherwise the transfers on Ropsten network is not working, will be not working, right? So so we did it, and now we can say that the bridge itself, the bridge in between Ethereum and Near, this bridge is now able to support the London hard fork. It is not scheduled on the Ethereum mainnet, but we are already supporting it. And when the block is officially fixed, then we will update it, and our relayers are going to work accordingly. So these are the major features that we finished this week. Hope you liked it. Let's take a look at my file transfer. What is happening with it? Okay, it says that the bridge frontend says that it is completed. Let's take a look in MetaMask. And you can see that I have 2.4 file. So everyone who is working on the DeFi applications and would like to be able to bridge some tokens, some ERC20 tokens from Ethereum to Aurora, and obviously back. For all of you, we can say that please run your deploy your smart contracts on Aurora testnet, try it out. You are able already right now to transfer all of the tokens and work with them directly. Cool. So coming to the updates from this week, right? To the next section. And as always, let's do it in the alphabetical order. Ahmed.
Yeah, hi everyone. So really, there is not that much work from me due to some family thing. So mainly I was focusing on the Rainbow Bridge client side, and I opened a couple of PRs for updating some documentation and minor refactoring, and currently working on updating the fungible token metadata on the Near and Aurora side. It should be completed by next week. And I had like a small PR for the Aurora CLI, just to prettify the output for the CLI tools, and iterating with Marcelo and Pierre on the connector testing. Yeah. So that's mainly from my side for this week.
Okay, that's great. So we have an additional. Sorry, I have an echo. Okay. So moving on to myself, because we don't have Anton here on this call, I believe, right?
Not today yet. He joins next week.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So removing Anton here, and to my updates, I was doing quite a lot of legal stuff this week. several weeks already. For several weeks already, I'm doing this. I was reviewing lots of the documents, including shareholders agreement, deed of adherence form for it, memorandum and articles of association. This is still in progress. I would say all of the others are reviewed already. Insurance application form, shares, subscription forms, and board resolution, the first board resolution, and other various documents. So I can tell you that the first board for Aurora Labs already happened. So congratulations on this. Yeah, I was setting up DocuSign for us. This is the tool that we are going to use to sign the documents as a company. I was working with Deal. Probably many of you are already knowing this. This is the company that provides to us payroll services. And I was working with a partner or fair market valuation for the company. This is important for the US citizens that are working with us. Was taking part in the encrypted AMA session with Vadim from the DevRel platform. In the beginning of this week, as many of you know, we decided to do the daily bridge release stand-ups. I think that it was more or less successful. I was helping to manage this. So yeah, we let's come back whether we need to continue this or not on Monday. And I was doing multiple calls with potential clients and partners. Some good outcomes of it. I cannot share it on the public call right here, right now. And that was my week. Okay, Art, going on to you.
Yeah, on my end, most of the week was concerned between moving things over to the Aurora accounts on all fronts, archiving things from the old Slack that we must still need, and then I was working on the Aurora relayer to do the fixes we discussed last week. So those are the re-indexing of all transactions to actually be associated with when the submit call commits instead of when it was submitted. So the block numbers are correct in terms of the EVM semantics, and that's not yet finished. I need at least a day more on that, but getting there. And of course, I participated in the connector work, and also helped onboard some new members. So that's the week for me. A simple week.
Great. Evgeny?
I was finishing the work on a math API, which is now merged. It's not actually completely done because first there are still tests that need to be done, and also Blake 2 function that was the scope would need to be added in a future update at some point. So while there is good progress on this, it's not really completely done. Unfortunately, there is still work to do. Also, I was discussing with Marcelo the design of Bridge version 2, but it's not something that's going to be done soon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's cool. Evgeny Yohanov, what about you?
Activities related to Rascal. Additionally, investigation and review current status of issues for Aurora engine. I have some proposals for closing some issues. Also, PR for Prover. We remove all functionality of EP. So currently it's implemented. So that's all from my side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. Frank, what's on your side?
Yeah, I worked on the continuous integration. So I had a sync call with Michael, and he explained me the current setup we have, and I got us a big iron for the custom GitHub worker server. Luckily, we could actually get one. It's not that easy to get big servers these days. And then I prepared the work and onboarding, so Dimitri can get started on setting this up when he starts next week. Did some interviews. Then I evaluated the options to hold the company funds, and we decided in the management team what we use there. It's right now in the process of getting set up, and also looked at registrars because we have to move a few domains over, and like also generally a lot of account management, making sure everything is paid and adding new people there, things like that.
Yeah, cool. That's great that we have this this setup. Is it already? Is the server that you said the big server is already connected to GitHub Actions?
No, it's we have it rented. It has Ubuntu on there, and then Dimitri can take over and set it all up with GitHub Actions.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, we got it immediately, which is unusual these days. There is some supply chain issues.
Okay. Well, we don't have a graphics card in it, right?
No. But the
maybe
supply chain, like the COVID supply chain issues, they affect service as well. So
sure,
but we got it. So it's
sure. Okay. Great, Joshua.
Yeah, Math API extension was merged. earlier this week, and then worked on mainly Berlin hard fork stuff with Michael. So while I was working on Math API, he started on Berlin hard fork, and then I picked up from where he left off. So that's really close, almost there. But yeah, good progress this week.
Okay, that's cool. Kirill, how do you feel?
Hey everyone. So this week I was working on event relay, investigating some issues, doing some improvements and fixes. Edit Datadog monitoring, metrics and dashboard, which is live for testnet, and currently working on adding props and notifications and alerts for Datadog. Also investigated gas issues for Token Factory. For the in-year edit is used proof interface and working on fixing and adding more tests there. Also spent some time doing Rust in-year academy activities and SCC related activities. And also did a couple of pull requests and reviews.
Okay, that's cool. Marcelo, it's pretty hard week for you, right?
Yeah, well, I was most of the time focused on the Robson update after the introduction of EAP 1559. It took more than expected, mostly because most of the tools out there had only partial support for it. So, well, our bridge heavily depends on this EAP being implemented right, because it changed the way the block hashes are computed. So we need to get them right for being able to make proofs. So that was like 80% of this week for me. Other than that, well, we have all interfaces for issues proof that are being used both in the for event relayer and for front end are live for all the connectors. Well, the event relayer I was supporting a little bit to Kirill here. I was making some external contribution. This is actually part of the EAP 1559 work. And also start playing with Datadog for the bridge. I actually tested yesterday the Android app, which I think it's pretty neat to have it to have monitoring and alerts in the cell phone. So yeah, that's it on my side.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Matt, what about you?
Yeah, so I spent some time with the Aurora bridge testing, discussions about how we're going to handle near to Aurora transfers on the Rainbow Bridge from a UI point of view. Organizing some improvements to the Aurora websites with Alex Bendikin. So we better facilitate now the developer journey from some feedback that we got from some people at Near. And then tweaks to the layout of the blog, the FAQs, the mobile, there's a mobile menu now, and also the footer. Then we had some discussions with a couple of Ethereum projects who are interested in being early adopters of Aurora, and they would need to collaborate both with us and themselves to deploy their solution. And then several internal meetings and providing input to requests from some other people in the team.
Okay, that's great. So Michael is not on this call. He's out of the office, but I believe his update is pretty much in line with what Joshua was saying, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So we're just going to remove for today's call Michael from here. Okay, great. And Pierre, what's on your side?
Yeah, so this week working on the event, handling the event relay finalization, adapting the connector for handling that for native near transfers. Then I did some work on the Aurora to near bridge, so setting up and deploying the wrap near on Aurora, setting up the transfers which batch the wrapping and transferring to Aurora and back. So that's all set up. I did some work on the design. There's still some improvements to be done next week before we can release this. Then I did some work on the connector libraries. So getting everything ready for what you just presented today. Testing the connectors, working with Marcelo on some fixes for EIP 1559. Then did some UI work and also finalized the Ethers PR. So next week we should also be able to release all the connectors based on Ethers replacing Web3.js.
Okay, that's pretty neat. Just for the sake of just to share something with people who are viewing this call, Ethers is distributed under the how does it called? So Web3.js is distributed under the GPL license, and Ethers under the Apache license, I believe, right? So it is much less, much less bounding us with different stuff, and we are in general we're sending
less encumbered, Alex.
Yeah, and we our point on this is that we need to go as much in the free domain as possible, and without any additional things that are limiting us. So yeah. Okay, thanks for taking care of this. This is a really good thing to do. Okay, and you done?
Yeah, so my stuff is basically I've been working on preparation for Ethereum conference, working mostly on sort of marketing side with localization, creating evergreen content, so lots of coordination with Matt around the website, and yeah, just overall kind of handling Twitter account, working on the handbook, and coordinating with IOSG for another hackathon in Shanghai, and just lots of internal operations.
Yeah, cool. Alexei, how are you doing today?
Hi, good.
And this is the first call when you're the first public call that you're joining with us, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, this week I was working on competitive market research and exploring, analyzing their social media strategies. And then I was developing Aurora content strategy and identifying the audiences we want to create content for. And I was set up the Discord server. So welcome everyone to our Discord. The link should be on our website in the footer, I believe.
Yeah, and probably we need also to put it in this video too. Okay.
Right.
That's great. That's great. Super cool. Okay, so we've finished with the weekly updates, and now let's go on to the discussion. I see here that we have only one topic, SCC. Do we have anything other than that? Artur, would you like to kick it off?
Yes, I'll just mention what we know about the SCC week at the moment. So a bunch of us are going, also from near, and a lot of people intend to spend the whole week. So that would be from, I believe, Sunday the 18th to Sunday the 25th. I'm myself going to be there that whole week, and that means that we have a lot of time around the conference for team building on the one hand, and also meeting other people who are staying for longer than just the conference. And I believe that
Artur?
think we lost him.
Yeah. In the place where Art is living this week, it's heavy rains and stuff.
Oh, did I?
He's back.
Yeah, we lost you.
Okay. Okay. So what was the last thing you heard?
That we are going on the extended week to for the whole week to SCC.
Okay. All right. Well, let's back up here. So yeah, so we have 2 apartments for our team. I believe the near team is staying in hotels. We will have to still arrange transport around Paris for our team. We'll be available on Monday and Friday in case there are people who would like to meet with us. What else to say? So we are making T-shirts to give away, and we will be manning the booth, the combined Near and Aurora booth. Alex's talk has been scheduled, so the Rainbow Bridge talk has been scheduled for Tuesday, I believe. And we even had the room name, if somebody can find that. Let's see what that was. Oh yeah, Monge. So Tuesday, July 20 at 5 o'clock in the room called Monge on the +1 floor. That will be Alex's talk.
Can somebody write in the chat how this is? How this is? Yeah. Okay.
So unless no questions, then I think that's about it for SCC.
Yeah, I just wanted also to mention one thing. There is an additional activity on Friday. It is called. It is. Danny's taking part in it. How is it called? Yudan, do you remember?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
The activity that is organized by Danny.
Oh yeah, so that one is. I put it in my update. It's not finalized, but yeah, working with Ahmed and Michael on that one.
Okay. Do you know what was the link to the website?
No, I don't think there is a website yet.
There is a website.
There is a website. Then
Yeah.
I don't know the link.
Let's build bridges or something like that. So I just wanted to say that I submitted my proposal of a talk there about the okay. So cross chain, something like it is called cross chain. Oh my gosh. Cross chain. I've submitted the talk. Alex submitted a talk about the token consistency. So I would like to raise this question there about, like you already mentioned it to many of you, at least, that the tokens that were breached in different manner to the same to the same network, they might be inconsistent, and this is not very convenient. So I want to raise this question, and maybe I can actually prepare some of the ideas how this can be solved by then. So I want to since this is going to be the cross chain, there are lots of people from other from not only Ethereum ecosystem and from different blockchains in general. So since this is a question for the cross chain standards, I think that this is the good place to discuss this. But let's see whether it is going to be approved. Okay. 23rd. Any additional topics for the public discussion?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, then no discussions. I mean, it means like everyone knows what to do. so that's cool. That's cool. Okay, then let's go to the next week, to the final segment that we have here. Ahmed, what are your plans?
Yeah, so my plan is to finish up the metadata PR. So this will allow us to update the metadata on Aurora and the near side for the NEP for 141. And also I have a small issues on RPC layer. I need to go and work on that. And I'm gonna also try to understand the Aurora CLI. We need to have this, I think, also for the developers, so they can interact directly with the engine. I don't know the status for that, so I'm gonna iterate with Arto on that part. And finally, finalizing the ACC workshop with Michael and Arto and Julian. So that's really my plan for next week.
Okay. My plan is to finalize the reviewing of the company documents and sign this, and prepare the envelope to the investors. And so this is the set of the documents that investors need to sign and actually close the VC bucket. We already have the allocation. I'm going to communicate it to the investors pretty soon. Yeah, and we need to set up the deal with you then together. Arto?
Yeah, my plan looks pretty similar to last week. Just need to finish a bunch of open things. So that's we do need to get the connectors actually rolled out. We need to fix the block transaction associations in the indexing, and then that enables the rollout of a lot of infrastructure. That's it.
Okay. I'm not sure that we need to put here any plans for Evgeny, because like Evgeny is helping us and he is now in Bowen's team, right? But Evgeny, we're not going to put it here, but you can share what you're planning to do. Do you plan to work on Math API, to continue your work on Math API?
Yes, as I said, there is some work to do, so I'm going to do it over the coming weeks. Most of it is not urgent, but this is something that needs to be done eventually, so that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Evgeny Ukhanov?
So it will be activities related to Rust School or Rust Academy. Also, if I need some help for building for Joshua, I will join to that activities. In my plans, additional unit integration tests for Aurora engine, and I will investigate that part.
Okay, Frank?
Yeah, I'm gonna onboard Dimitri and work on the CI with him, finish the company fund setup, transfer domains and services from me to Aurora, and a bunch of other small things that needs to be done.
Good. Joshua?
Yeah, rest of Berlin. I want to get that done by the end of next week, and then Math API extension support where needed, provided that everything goes according to plan.
Right. Bad that this is off and not in, right? Okay. Kirill, what are your plans?
Yeah, I plan to support the deployment of S connector, of not only S connector, but also ERC20 connectors to mainnet. Add probes to Datadog and notifications, alerts, and improve dashboard for event layer on Datadog. Also, I plan to finish things left from the current week that were postponed because of more important matters. These are including 18 more tests to Cypher engine, and also plan to do more engine reviews for all coming things and doing Rust near academy activities.
Cool. Marcelo?
Yeah, my main focus will be delivering the connectors on mainnet to have them there. Well, same for migrating bridge monitoring to Datadog.
What about testing of the connectors?
Yeah, that's part of delivering the testing.
Okay. Good. Matt?
Yeah, so the Aurora Bridge mainnet testing, hopefully. The Rainbow Bridge near Aurora testing, continue with DAO specification, and we're going to try to have the localization of the blog section of the website done by next week.
Okay, that will be super cool. Okay, skipping Michael because he needs to come back to office, and we will determine what he's going to do. And Pierre?
Yeah, so working on the Aurora to Near bridge and adding ETH, native ETH to the Ethereum bridge to Near would be a nice thing also. Possibly mainnet deployment and working on merging the Ethers upgrade and updating the front ends because we can't plug it in as is. We'll have to upgrade.
Okay, cool. And Yuran?
Just lots of internal operations, also supporting localization, and yeah.
And I believe the same for Alexei.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll finish the research. I'll help you, Len.
Okay. So it seems like that's it. Any additional topics to discuss?
Easy week, it seems like.
Easy call, I would say. So the week was not that simple. Yeah. Okay. So it seems like we managed to keep it 45 minutes today. So good result. Well, thanks everybody for joining this call. Thanks for being with the Aurora team and following our updates. See the alpha leaks of the next week, right? 1 week from now.
Should we take questions in case people are watching?
Yeah, but I do not see any questions. But maybe if you have one, this is a super nice place to ask them.
I think there's only 2 people watching, so I think the other 2 are us.
The stream analytics shows me that there are 3 people who are watching.
You might want to plug this channel.
We're all looking.
we go up to 15 on the old channel sometimes, so we need to plug this channel.
Yeah.
We just need to to do some kind of ruffles here or airdrops of something. then we will have. What is the amount of people in Aurora Telegram chat?
That's not a bad
15,000.
idea. Like, drops the people. Come watch us. We beg you.
Yeah. Okay. So all of the 3 viewers, I encourage you to comment and share.
Van Eric is dabbing.
Yeah. and click that subscription button. Okay.
Oh, Septon made a comment. It was common.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, thanks everybody. A bit of jokes in the end. Thanks for following us, and see you in a week time.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.